Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. This is Raven's Guardian. If you remember last time we got picked up for Hufflepuff, we got to talk to Professor Fig, and we left off right before attending any of our classes. So that will be the thing that we'll be taking care of today. We'll go to both the classes that it recommends. That way we can learn some new skills, and that'll help us later on as we're exploring around with new spells to be able to, more accurately explore those new areas. Alright, so first task here is to attend the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. So let's head that direction.
Revelio.
Interesting. There's a chest over here that we can see if we can get. Ooh, a chest is jumping. That's interesting. It's got an eyeball on it. Alright, well, in any case, let's just go to class.
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Alright, steady your wand with L. Guide it steady your wand with the left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding button when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. Alright, let's start. Alright, so we learned Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Alright, form a basic cast using the right trigger.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Alright, so we'll cast Levioso on the training dummy, followed by a basic cast. Break through the yellow shields with control spells, like the levitation spell Levioso.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Levioso!
If only all of my students were this adept. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I don't know what that means.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Nice. So that's
Right.
cool.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Interesting. Let's talk to this Ravenclaw kid.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Oh, thanks.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Alright, let's talk to Sebastian.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Based on the fact that I don't really know his backstory, I'll just say it was. I've never used my wand in combat.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Interesting. Part of me wants to say it sounds suspicious, but I think that it might be kind of intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Alright, so
Till next time.
Lucan near the clock tower entrance. Alright, so defense against the dark arts is complete. Alright, so let's open the quest log. Side quests are now available. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked with the black flag, and discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP but do not advance the main story. Oh, good to know. Alright, so attend your first day at Hogwarts. So we started our first day. We attended Defense Against the Dark Arts class. However, we still have to go to Charms class. So let's do that one. Alright, so that quest is now tracked. We do have quests thing that is now open, and that's what we were just looking at. So, Charms class, the field guide map shows Professor Ronan's class in the astronomy wing. The castle was enormous. I may need to use the charmed compass in the field guide to help me find the way. Go to Charms class. And for the rewards, we'll learn Accio. Also, we got a side quest, Crossed Wands. Round number 1, I should speak with Luke and Brattleby about the secret dueling club. Talk to Luke and Brattleby. Alright. Let's go to Charms class. So it's telling us we need to go basically out here and then upstairs. So there's a little chest icon here. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Maybe we talk to this person.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Or not. Yeah, I don't know what the little chest icon there means. Here's a flue flame.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Protego.
Alright, so it looks like it's upstairs. So let's find some stairs. And we'll have plenty of time to explore around Hogwarts Castle, so not super worried about it at the moment. Oops, actually, let's go back over this direction. Interesting. Alright, up.
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. I'm sorry.
Ghosts chasing each other. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go up here. Still up higher. Alright, here we go.
Tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Right, Accio. Steady your wand with the left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell, just like we did before. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path. Alright, let's start. And there we go. We learned Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
After me. Interesting. I like the little hints that they show up here on the bottom of the screen. They're very helpful.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh boy.
Very simply,
Alright,
cast
Accio.
Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Alright, so the summoning charm.
Think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
Alright, the summoning charm Accio pulls the target closer to the caster. Hold right trigger and press the assign button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release right trigger to cease casting the spell. Alright, so it looks like we basically want to pull this thing and then drop it on the 50 if we can.
Excellent. Good.
No, not too hard. Try again. Looks like it rolls a little bit after. Oh, you almost.
That's it.
Come on.
Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before,
right.
and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Oh man. 50 straight out the gate, daggone. Alright.
Accio.
It's okay, we'll take 30.
Very good.
Here we go.
She's like just smoking me though. No. Oh, come on, man. That was so close.
See this.
Well, there's no way to win now, so 150 straight out the gate for her.
Nicely done.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Yes!
Accio!
I bumped her into 50.
Excellent control there.
I didn't know I could knock hers off. Maybe I should have tried that.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Sure. Watch this.
Accio!
Oh, that was an execution. Let us see this. There we go.
See if we can pull ours over.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
How big does Uganda do?
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But
Interesting.
it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
What does Wagadu look like?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is magic the same at Wagadu?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Interesting. That's incredible.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Well, thank you for telling me about Wagadu.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course,
All right.
you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Let's talk to some of these other people too.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Interesting. What about this kid?
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Okay. Anybody else? Nope. Everybody else left. Except for her.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
All right. Sweet. Quest complete. Charms class. We're almost to level 3. All right, let's take a look. So we have our first day of Hogwarts. We have start first day at 10 Charms class, 10 Defense Against Dark Arts class. We've done that. Now there's 2 of them down here that we still don't know what they are. We do have the one side quest, the Crossed Wands, round 1. And all of those have already been completed. Alright, we do have a challenge. Let's see what the challenge is. Alright, so complete main quests. So we complete 2 main story quests. That's now completed. So we've got the legendary gloves. And then now we need to complete 4 main story quests, and then we'll get the legendary cape. Nice. So for our collections, we have those legendary gloves. So gloves stitched with mysterious designs earned by completing main quests. All right. So there's a bunch of flue flames around. Obviously, I think that's down below. Oh, new quest available. We just had to wait. Meet with Professor Weasley. All right. Professor Weasley wants to meet with you in her classroom, which is off the Transfiguration Courtyard, located between the Library Annex and the Astronomy Wing. Hopefully she has word on replacing my lost supplies. Meet Professor Weasley in the Transfiguration classroom. Alright, let's go do that then.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
That's very kind of you to say.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Well, he looks like he's struggling. Alright, let's go down. Meet Professor Weasley. Almost went too far. Well, let's go this way. It's kind of an interesting looking thing. Alright, she must be out here. Can we go out that? Alright. Alright, Transfiguration Courtyard. Flue Flames has been discovered. Fantastic. Oh, look, a little cat.
Now we never get a break from each other.
That's cool. That lets you pet the cat. It's just the same animation over and over. Nice. Alright, here we are.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
It's a house elf.
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Hasn't Professor Fig said anything?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan mentioned that.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
So there's really an Ollivanders here?
There's an Ollivanders in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
What's spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
What more can you tell me about the potion shop?
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Quest complete. Weasley after class. New quest available. Alright, so we have met with Professor Weasley. Now we have Professor Ronan's assignment. Professor Ronan would like to speak with me about some additional assignments. Report to Professor Ronan. Rewards Reparo. Alright, so let's... Oh, we'll track that one. I think this will be the last one we'll do, and then that'll wrap it up for today. First, speak to Professor Ronan to receive your first assignment. Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, reward you with new spells. The reward after completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments and their progress in the quest menu of your field guide. Yep, we're already tracking that. Thank you. Alright, let's go out here and... Oh, look, another cat. That one looks like it's different. Alright.
I've learned almost all of the Goblin Rebellions off by heart.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the Mending Charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
What's the purpose of the tasks?
Must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll complete the tasks.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Interesting. I wonder what that little thing was.
Revelio.
And there's a scroll here. Click the field guide page. The Wyvern Fountain. Guide pages. This fountain is in the Transfiguration Courtyard, has a likeness to a wyvern on top, and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather, despite rumors to the contrary possibly started by Sir Cadogan. This is most assuredly not meant to be the wyvern of Wye, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Oh, almost made it to level 3. So we did get a field guide page. Alright, I think it's under challenges, field guide pages. Alright, so we've collected 2 field guide pages in Hogwarts completed, so we get the Hogwarts Regalia Spectacles. And then we have to find 8 for the Hogwarts Regalia Gloves. And then under collections, it's going to show that we have the spectacles. Pair of spectacles for the stalwart explorer of Hogwarts, earned by discovering field guide pages in Hogwarts. And then also Revelio pages. And that just recovers what we've already talked about. Alright, we'll go to quest real quick. So Professor Ronan's assignment, so let's track that. Professor Ronan gave me some assignments to complete. and then he will teach me Reparo, the mending charm. Collect the flying page near the broken statue. Collect the flying page in the defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Alright, well I think we might, maybe we can use Accio? Possibly?
This is the right area.
Oh, there it is.
I wonder where the flying page is.
Right above your head, bro.
Accio! Got it.
Alright, sweet, and we got another page. So if we go look. Interesting that it didn't pop it up in the field guide pages yet. It's okay.
Sebastian took that dueling loss rather gamely.
Revelio.
Wonder what this is. Interesting. Alright, well in any case. Oh, we already collected it, did we? I guess we have to collect another one in here.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Oh, there it is.
Accio. Brilliant.
Alright, that's 2 of 8. Now we can go talk to Professor Ronan.
I trust the preliminary tasks.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your
Oh boy.
wand is a conduit of your magic.
Remember, your wand is a conduit. Yep. Okay. So let's start. All right. We learned Reparo. So that's one more. Alright, quest update. Welcome to Hogsmeade. The mending charm Reparo can be used to mend broken objects and pieces of the environment.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Alright. Professor Ronan's assignment is complete. So that statue that we were just... Oh, I guess not. I thought it was a statue that was over there. Not that one. Alright, let's try this one.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Wow, she looks very distraught. Alright, well, let's see. Let's take a look at our quests before we quit for today. So the last thing we had to do was visit Hogsmeade. We'll save that for the next episode because I think there's a lot of things down there that are going to be pretty cool to see. So we'll just go with this being basically the end of this one. But like I said, we'll go over the things that we've completed. So it looks like we're level 3 now. And then we have one of the challenges was just the completion of the quest. So we did get the top of the class scarf, or at least we started it. So we had to complete 2 assignments. We got one of them. So that one is done. And then we have one of the 4 main story quests complete. And that's pretty much it for this. Alright, well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. If you're enjoying this content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you have any tips or tricks that you would like me to pass to me, I would be more than happy to hear them. Especially because we're going to Hogsmeade next episode. I haven't played this game or literally watched anything on YouTube or anything like that to kind of guide me as to what I'm supposed to do. So I'm rather excited to see where this goes. I've been kind of going quiet on this one so that way everything I see is new and not just a refresh of what I've already seen others do. So, like I said, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.